Good morning. Welcome to Crochet with Nonna Rosanna. I'm Rosanna, and today is WIP weekend number 65, and it is Saturday, July 8th, I believe. So I've had a wonderful week. Great news with my mom. We saw her oncologist. The chemotherapy is working. The cancer cells are getting killed, and he feels she's strong enough to do one more round. So we're going to go back next Tuesday, and it's 3 days in a row that she gets treatment. So we'll be in the hospital for 3 days next week. So I'm so happy about that. We were really worried that they were going to put an end to it, but it worked out, and she's feeling good and happy. My mom's sister has gone back to Florida now. I think she flew out on actually July 4th. So I think she got to celebrate when she got home that night. So that was good. Some other great news. I'm going to show you a few pictures. A friend of mine called me up, said she has a friend whose daughter moved away to Vancouver, and decided she didn't want all her yarn shipped, so if she could sell it for her. And I said, sure, let me take it. And, with everything going on with my mom last week and everything, I really didn't get back to her in time. And she said, sorry, it was all gone. And then she texted me the day before, and said, oh, there is some yarn left. And do you want it? I said, so they showed me some pictures, and I said, well, how much? Because, how much? And unbelievable price, $150. And I'm just going to show you some pictures. I haven't put it away yet. I have to give him back his plastic containers, so I have to find room for it. So just amazing. I'm going to start putting some pictures up. I'm looking at my phone at the pictures, so I know what I'm talking about. So the first picture is just some actual floss for cross stitch, which I love, and a couple sets of crochet hooks and a whole bunch of knitting needles. One of the knitting needles are like that big. I don't know if I'll ever use them, but it's always good to have. So that was the first little item that I got. And then the next group was all her scraps. So I am happy with scraps because I make a lot of scrappy afghans that I donate. And the majority of this yarn is acrylic, so it works perfect for my donations. So that's just a picture of all the scraps. And then the next, it's mostly loops and threads yarn. And I believe when she was going through school, she worked part-time at Michael's. So I was so pleased to see it. So um, just some loops and thread yarn and some other yarns that I'm not sure what they are yet. So I'm very happy. It's impeccable in there, impeccable stripes, and I'm not sure what else, but I'll be going through it all. These were the pictures that were sent to me. And then in one bucket, there is 5 pounds of love. And if you're in Canada, you know now how expensive it is. And I know it's expensive in the States too. But pound of love in Canada is going for, I believe, $13.99 a skein. So like just in this group of yarns alone, I got my money's worth. So it's unbelievable. And there was some baby yarn and some wool in there also. I can't see what it is, woolies. So that was great. And then another full bucket of Michael's yarns. There's some Craft Smart in there and loops and threads and a little bit of yarn with wool in it, but I can use that for my family. That's no problem whatsoever. So that's another picture, and I believe that's it. So this is it all sitting in my living room right now. So I have to find room upstairs. I think I'm just gonna end up putting it in some big trash bags for now because I have to rearrange the room. Now I've got so much yarn, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. So very excited about that. So that was my acquisition this week. So great news on my mom. Great purchase. I was really, really happy. And he was really good. I think he was going to be selling it for like $200, $300. But my friend Jill, thank you very much, Jill, said that I do a lot of donations. So he just said, okay, just give it to her for 150. And like I said, it's a fabulous deal. Like just each couple of the buckets, the big containers, had $150 worth of yarn in it. So it's wonderful. So I'm very excited about that. So those were my acquisitions. I actually went out and I bought myself a top. I thought, oh, I'm starting to lose a little bit of weight. Everybody's telling me I don't see it in the mirror, but I've lost a little. So I went out and purchased this cute little t-shirt, just be kind. And you know what? If we were all kind, the world would be such a better place. So I got this, so I'm excited about that. And I didn't get that much done. I know you say I do a lot, but I feel I haven't got that much done. I've only got one completed item. I've been working hard on my book cover inspiration. So I've started on that, collecting the yarns, testing out a few squares. I think right from the beginning, I knew which yarn I was going to use, but I'm going to leave that for my next video later on this week. So let's start with our WIPs. So my first WIP is my treadmill squares. So I got a few treadmill squares done, and the color is actually turning up pretty good today. I never know with the camera and the way the lights are. So that's my first WIP that I did, and easy peasy, just regular squares. And I do turn after every round, so it's exactly the same on both sides, but it does keep the square squarer, if that makes sense. So that's my first WIP. My second WIP I've been working on is the racetrack. I got another 4 rounds done, and each round takes almost 2 hours now. So I'm hoping to get it done this weekend for my WIP weekend. That's my main priority, only because Levi's birthday is coming up in a couple weeks. So I want to get that done for his birthday. And what else? So I did a little bit of knitting. I know it doesn't look like much, but I have done a little bit more on it, and I'll be bringing my cotton yarns and hopefully making a few washcloths, because be at the hospital, it's just an easy little bag to bring to the hospital with me. So that's what I got done on my knitting. My paint by numbers, I just been doing the background painting, and a little bit at a time every morning. But like I said, the treadmill and the first thing in the morning cuts into my crafts in the morning. So, you know, it's give and take. Let's see, what else do I have on the go? My knitted blanket, I only did 2 rows, and you can't even tell. So, but I am working on it slowly but surely. And then I started my Marquee challenge. It's put on by Heather the Crochet Witch, Bella from Bella's Crochet Gifts, I believe, and Amethyst Craftwork. I'll link the links below. But this month's pick was from Heather, and I'll put the poster up here. It's a Star Wars poster. So I chose a few colors from the poster. And I'll just bring this over here. And I decided to go with the blues. And the uniform is like a light creamy color. So I have this upstairs, and it's oatmeal. So that's one color I'm going to use, is the oatmeal. And you can tell I've already been working on it. And this color is a blue, and it's cornflower, and it's a Craft Smart, upside down, sorry. And then the next one I have, another Craft Smart, and this color is just blue. And then I'm going to use a black to do the continuous join on that. So I started up my squares. They're right here. So I started with the middle in oatmeal, then moved out to the cornflower, and then the blue, and then it's all going to be joined with the black. So I thought it went pretty well with the poster. Thought this would be a very good wheelchair lapghan for a gentleman. You know, just a woman also, but I tend to make more bright, colorful lapgans, and I always try and get some that are more subdued, so some gentlemen would like it, or even some women. So that's what I've been working on. So it's taken quite a bit of my time, and I'll be working on that. I will probably have this finished by next week, depending on how fast I get my racetrack done. So racetrack is priority, and then I'll start working on this one. And this is just a bag that my daughter made for me. I love it. This is when she first started sewing and learning to sew. So I think she did a pretty good job. She's got it lined, and the stitches are all nice and straight. It's a shiny, so it's a great large bag for me to hold my projects in. So let's see. What else have I done this week? Knitted blanket. Like I said, I've worked on it, but you really can't tell it. I've been working on my diamond painting, and it's coming along slowly but surely. It's taking quite a while this time. And I think that's it for my WIPs. So like I said, I've been busy this week. My daughter and I actually played against each other, and her team won at baseball this year, and this week, and won by a big number. But we both hit off each other really well, so we both went 2 for 3, I believe, and we had so much fun. But my daughter and my granddaughter came over on Wednesday and spent the day with me before. They brought me lunch and spent the day with me before we went off to play baseball. And the week before it, we had rain out, so neither one of us played. So my daughter's coming over this afternoon again. She plays tonight, and I have my makeup game tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. So it's going to cut into a little bit of arts and crafts, but not much. So that's what I'll be starting my weekend off, is playing baseball in the morning. And my husband will not be coming because he won't be out of bed in time. Excuse me, my voice is getting, my throat is getting sore and it's very dry. We've got the air conditioning in the house going full blast. I know down south it's over 100 degrees, but it got up to 90 this week, and it's been a very hot week. So I've been staying inside or spending time with my mom at the hospital. So that's what I've done. So I have one finished item, and every month I do a cowl, and it's put on by Judy at Judy's Crochet Creations, and she picks a flower every month and for inspiration, and then you can make whatever you want for her cowl. But I've decided all year I'll be doing a shawl, and that way I can donate some shawls to the seniors' homes also. So this month's picture is up here. And the yarns I used, I finished them, basically. I have this much left. I used a Red Heart Soft in the color Lilac. And I had a Red Heart Super Saver in the color Grape Fizzle. So I combined them too. I know the Red Heart Soft has a little shine to it, but I believe it turned out okay. And I lucked out. I had, I'm going to say, a foot of yarn left when I finished. So this is it here. Now this color is not turning out. And this is a Bag O' Day pattern, and I really enjoyed doing it. It takes a lot of setup rows, but once the setup rows are done, it's beautiful, and I'm definitely going to be making this shawl again. So I'm going to put a picture up here. I took a picture of it outside on the table this morning, so you can see the colors, but I really enjoyed it. It's a Bag O' Day pattern, and I will definitely link it below. It's a 2-row repeat, very, very simple to do, but like I said, it takes, I believe, 7 rows to get it all going. But I really enjoyed this, and like I said, I have this much of the Red Heart Soft left in the Lilac, and I had a foot of the Grape Fizzle. So it's perfect It's about 2 feet this way, so it hangs down the back nicely and not too big that'll get in the way of the wheelchair. So that was my finished item. So I'll be sending a picture to you, Judy. I won't forget, I promise. I forgot to send her a picture last month or the month before. So that's my shawl, and I'm very pleased with it. And if you haven't seen Judy's channel, she does a lot of her channel's crochet, but she does a lot of reviews on bougie yarn or hand dyers, and mostly in Canada. And she interviews people, and I call her the queen of shawls. She makes so many beautiful shawls. So if you haven't checked Judy out, give her a shout out. Say hi. Tell her I sent you. She's wonderful. She's a fellow Canadian also. So, but she goes through a lot of the yarn dyers. She does a lot of reviews on them, so it's really nice to see. I love the yarns she buys. She's beautiful sparkles and speckles, and it's just a joy to see the yarn that she has. So check her out. So Judy's my inspiration for doing shawls this year. Thank you, Judy. And I think that's it. So I'll be playing baseball. First thing, while you're watching this, I'll be playing baseball. And the rest of the weekend, Mom's coming over on Sunday for Sunday dinner. And the rest of the weekend is free. We are going to a wedding at the beginning of August. So my husband says I shrunk his suits. He needs to get a new jacket and some new pants. And I was out looking for a new dress, but I have so many in my closet that, range from size 8 to size 16. So I'll find a dress in there that I'll be able to wear to the wedding. So I'm really looking forward to our friend's daughter getting married. So that's it. So we'll be shopping this weekend and just hanging around the house doing the gardening. The weeds are just sprouting out after all this rain that we've had. It's unbelievable. But it's been very hot, and everything's growing nicely outside. So I want you to have a wonderful WIP weekend. Enjoy the outdoors, but don't forget to drink your water. And have a good time with your friends and family. Bye for now.